Thousands of Akko residents stormed Government House in solidarity visit. Back Governor Yahaya seek Gombe Central Senate slot. Gombe holds strategic nutrition meeting to tackle malnutrition, strengthen food system. Plus, Izala preaching in Gombe emphasizes education, faith, and moral conduct amongst Muslims. Hello everyone out there, good evening and welcome. It's a pleasure having you on the news tonight. My name is Alki Toma and stay tuned as I bring you details of the news. Thousands of residents from Akko local government area in Gombe State stormed the government house today, paying a solidarity visit to Governor Mahamudu Yahaya. Led by Akko Council Chairman Mohammed Ladi Adamu, they hailed the governor's developmental strides that have transformed lives in the area and reaffirmed their unflinching loyalty. Correspondent Shaibu Umar reports that this massive turnout signals a new chapter of political alignment in Gombe State. The report.
The visitors delivered two key messages: deep appreciation for the administration's achievement in Akko local government, a strong recommitment to the governor's leadership, and a plea on behalf of Yamal Tudeba residents to produce Gombe Central next senator in the National Assembly. Speakers included the Akko Federal Constituency lawmaker Usman Bello Kumo, Gombe State House of Assembly Speaker Abubakar Mohamed Lugirawo, Council Chairman Akko Local Government Mohammed Ladi Adamu, and former National Assembly member Ismaila Muazu Hassan.
This time around, they are appealing and they are pleading with you passionately that Akko local government should reciprocate such kind gesture. Mr. Governor, we are here assembled before you to tell you that as a people who acknowledge, who recognize sharing, who recognize inclusivity, who recognize appreciating the existence of other people, we are here to tell you that you are as a leader, you are as our leader. We accept any decision you take, and we are pleased with it. We are on the same page with them. Whatever will bring peace to Gombe Central Senatorial District is what we are for. And we are ready. We are politically battle ready to ensure that whatever you want is what will come and happen, inshallah. Thank you.
And we are very confident that you are going to do justice, not only to our local government, but to the entire state. Therefore, as a people, Your Excellency, we are with you 100%, and we are ready, ever ready, Your Excellency, to deliver whatever you presented to us in all levels, be it presidency, senate, reps, House of Assembly, and the governorship, Excellency.
Governor Yahaya, known for listening to his people, promised to consider the senatorial request from the two local governments forming Gombe Central Senatorial Zone.
And I've promised you that I will do my own part. As a leader of the APC, I will stand by you, I will fight for you, and I promise to protect your interests from the state through the federal and until with the global level. Inshallah, I will not fail. I will never fail in protecting your interests. And I will also protect the interests of your constituency. Inshallah, with this development, I have made Honorable Usman Bello Kumo to be our General Officer Commanding.
This joint show of support from Akko and Yamal Tudeba set the stage for intense politicking, especially as INEC announces dates for nationwide political activities. Shoaib Umar, Gmc News.
Following a solidarity visit by electorates from Akko local government area to Governor Mahamudu Yahaya, stakeholders in the area have expressed profound gratitude to the governor. They praised him for alleviating their community to new heights, saying he has written his name in gold, not just in Akko but across Gombe State. Our reporter Shaibu Umar completes the story.
The stakeholders declared that they remain indebted to the governor and will fully support and accept whoever he recommends as the party's flag bearer for the 2027 general elections.
Sunana Muhammad Umar Kumo bisa dari tun daga kan shi gwamnan haka kuma wakilcinmu musamman ma na dan majalisar tarayya wanda yanzu gashi nan yana da mukami ma a can a matsayin bulaliyan majalisa na tarayya shi ma 100 bisa 100 in ma 150 ne bisa 100 mun yadda da danmu cewa yayi rawar gani a wannan yankunan mu guda uku na Ako, Gwana, Pindiga.
Mu mutane Ako mun gamsu da ana siyasa sannan kuma mun gamsu da duk abun da muka yi wa al'umman da muke tare da su muke zaune babu laifi a ciki saboda haka shi za ka ga mun yi dandazo da kowa mu yana nan.
Walin Pindiga daga cikin dalilanmu mu ƙara yi masa godiya mu kuma yi masa alkawari duk abin da ya zo da shi da duk inda ya haska mana da duk inda ya nuna mana mun yi alkawari za mu bi 100 bisa 100 ba don komai ba saboda ya zama gwamna da mu 'yan Ako muke alfahari da shi tun daga zuwansa ya yi mana ayyuka na hanyoyi wanda ƙauyukanmu sun zama birane a yanzu ya kawo mana wani abun alkhairi a sanadinsa ita ce Federal Medical Center Kumo wanda yanzu sama da mutum 700 da wani abu sun samu aikin yi.
Sunana Zainab Bawa ni ne algon women leader na Akwa local government. Gwamna wannan murna mun yi masa mubaya'a saboda shine limami a Gombe state. Duk wanda ya bi gwamna muna tare da shi, wanda bai bi gwamna ba ma tare da shi. Shi yasa muka zo yau mu yi taro a gidan gwamnati mu nuna wa gwamna muna tare da shi 100 bisa 100.
Mu kwamma da kwarkwatan mu don mu gode wa gwamna irin ayyuka da ya mana a karamar hukumar Ako. Kuma mu ba butul bane ba za mu manta ba, mun san abun da ya mana, mun san gwamna masoyinmu ne, kuma idan na ce zan irga maka ayyuka da gwamna ya mana a karamar hukumar Ako, kaga ai ba zan iya a nan har mu tashi ba zan iya amsa ba, amma a takaice wannan zuwan namu yana da salsala kuma yana da dalilin shine muna zaune ba mu ce ba mu nema ba, an yi mana asibiti kuma ya dawo Federal Medical Center. Muna zaune an yi mana hanyoyi a cikin garin Kumo da ba ta mana ba, an sa mana wuta.
Shaibu Umar, Gmc News.
To further address persistent food and nutrition challenges in Gombe State, the State Committee on Food and Nutrition, in collaboration with Local Government Committee on Food and Nutrition, has organized a 3-day review, harmonization and action planning meeting. The program, which is supported by UNICEF, is holding at the Lumana Event Center, Gombe, and is aimed at strengthening coordination and improving nutrition outcomes across the state. In his opening remark, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, who also oversees the Ministry of Finance, Ibrahim Jalo Ali, described the meeting as timely and strategic, said nutrition remains a critical pillar in achieving sustainable development, human capital formation, and improved quality of life for citizens. He noted that the persistent challenge of malnutrition, particularly amongst women and children, requires coordinated, evidence-based, and result-oriented intervention, hence the need for the engagement. Also speaking, the Director of Monitoring and Evaluation in the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Mrs. Ruth Edward Baka, said the objectives of the meeting is to strengthen collaboration and coordination amongst nutrition stakeholders across the state. She explained that the meeting is also designed to build capacity, enhance partnership, and develop actionable plans that will improve nutrition intervention and overall health outcomes in Gombe State. The facilitator of the session, Jessica Bartolome, led participants In reviewing previous commitments made during the inception meeting, she also guided discussion on progress achieved and outstanding action. Key issues addressed include strengthening coordination between state and local government nutrition committees, improving nutrition sensitivity budgeting, and identifying other support areas required for effective implementation of nutrition program. The 3-day engagement is expected to produce practical strategies that will further enhance efforts to combat malnutrition and improve the well-being of communities across Gombe State. A former Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, has been recognized for his contributions to societal development following the unveiling of a compendium documenting over 241 development projects facilitated in Gombe State. The book launch, held in his office in Jekadafari, Gombe, attracted several dignitaries, including the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics of the Gombe State University, Professor Rashid Abdul Ghani, Dan Amar of Gombe, and other prominent guests who commended his role in driving community development and youth empowerment. Speaking at the event, Dr. Ibrahim Usman Adamu presented an overview of the publication, noting that it captures key interventions such as the establishment of major information and communication technology institutions in Gombe State, adding that the initiative contributed significantly to the transition from analog system to digital processes across various sectors. In his remark, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami explained that the compendium compiled by Professor Sahal Balarabi of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria documents over 4,000 project programs and policies initiatives executed across Nigeria between 2026 and 2023, aimed at promoting national development. Some beneficiaries of the initiative, including Dr. Abubakar Muhammad of the Federal University Kashiri and Halidu Muhammad of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, expressed appreciation for the opportunity created, noting that their intervention had positively impacted their careers and personal development. The event highlighted the importance of continued investment in technology and youth empowerment as key drivers of economic growth and sustainable development. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in the state has called on stakeholders to intensify public awareness campaign to encourage registered voters to collect their permanent voter cards (PVCs). The head of voter education and publicity at the State Office of INEC, Rifkatu Duku, made the appeal while speaking to our correspondent in her office. Our reporter Mohammed Ibrahim Pantami completes the story.
She revealed that more than 50,000 voter cards remain uncollected, describing the situation as a major concern ahead of future elections.
Collection of PVC, I would like to inform our people in Gombe that if you did registration, either 2018, 2011, or even 2021-22, please, if you still have your slip, just go to the registration center with it. It's better you go and look for your card than try to register again. For those that have tried to register, I think there is a software.
Mrs. Duku stressed that stakeholders, including community leaders and civil society organizations, have a critical role to play in mobilizing residents and ensuring wider participation in the electoral process. Meanwhile, some residents who have registered for their voter cards urged those yet to do so to come forward and register, warning that failure to participate could deny them the opportunity to exercise their civil rights.
Abin da ya bani karfin zuwa gurin wannan jinsan zaɓe na zo ne domin kawai zaɓe dai shugaba na gari.
To naga yana da muhimmanci.
Menene muhimmancinsa?
Muhimmancinsa a bani yanci nima in yi zabi wanda raina yake so.
INEC says increasing voter turnout begins with ensuring that every registered voter collects their permanent voter card. Muhammad Ibrahim Pantami, GMC News.
The Gombe local government branch of the Izala Islamic Organization has held its weekly preaching session at Kagarawal area of Gombe metropolis, calling on Muslims to place greater emphasis on education for themselves and their family. Speaking during the preaching, the chairman of the organization in Gombe local government, Sheikh Dauda Abubakar, stressed that the importance of education within the Muslims community cannot be overemphasized. Said this informed the organization's decision to regularly organize seminars and other religious programs aimed at educating the public. Sheikh Dauda Abubakar also reminded worshippers that Allah is the master of all things and the only one with the power to do and undo, and urged Muslims to strengthen their faith, warning them to be cautious of individuals who spread confusion within society. Also speaking, Ustaz Musa Abdullahi, popularly known as Doctor, encouraged Muslims to apply the teaching of the Holy Quran in their daily lives, noting that it remains a guiding force capable of shaping society positively. Also called for stronger neighborly relationship and mutual support amongst community members. In his contribution, Ustaz Muhammad Usman Al-Jazuri advised Muslims to guide their speech and avoid lying, warning that falsehood can weaken and erode one's faith. The preaching session ended with call for continued moral guiding, education and adherence to Islamic teaching for a better society. The Gombe State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board has flagged off the distribution of luggage and uniforms to intending pilgrims as part of preparation for this year's Hajj exercise. Speaking at the events, the board secretary Saadu Hassan said the timely completion of arrangement was made possible by the early approval of a 5 million naira loan by the state governor. He noted that some states are still awaiting visa due to delays in payment. And Haji Saadu Hassan, who is also the Sardanan Yamaltu, explained that each intending pilgrim will receive 2 pieces of luggage and uniform, an improvement from previous exercises where only 1 luggage was provided. He added that the board will conduct a second round of screening and medical examination for female pilgrims. The executive secretary urged all successful pilgrims to remain faithful and spiritually prepared, stressing that Hajj is a key obligation in Islam. Some intending pilgrims expressed satisfaction with the level of preparedness and commended the state government for its support. They also pledged to use the opportunity to pray for peaceful general election and good leadership in the country. Amongst those who spoke were Aishatu Muhammad, Buba Al-Haji, Abdul Bashir Ibrahim and Aishatu Adamu, who also expressed joy at the opportunity to perform one of the pillars of Islam. The Emir of Akko Al-Haji Umar Muhammad Atiku has called on wealthy individuals to support students pursuing health-related courses in order to ensure effective utilization of the Federal Medical Center, Kumu, and strengthen healthcare delivery in the state. The royal father made the appeal at the 4th graduation and matriculation ceremony of Burundi School of Health Technology, Kumu, stressing that such support will complement government effort in improving the health sector. Alhaji Umar Atiku also commended Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahya for facilitating the establishment of the FMC Kumu and for creating employment opportunities for a large number of youth in the facility. The registrar of the school, Ahmed Abba Atiku, announced that 138 students were admitted into various programs of the new academic section. He urged the students to remain committed to their studies and avoid all forms of suicidal vices. The program coordinator Alhaji Idris Atiku said the institution is equipped with qualified personnel and adequate facilities, adding that it remains committed to maintaining high academics and professional standard. Also speaking, the Director of Clinical Services at FMC Kumo, Dr. Nuhu Ardo, commended the school for its contribution to healthcare service delivery. He noted that the engagement of its graduates in its hospital is a clear testimony to the quality of training provided. The event highlighted the growing importance of health education in strengthening the healthcare system and improving service delivery in Gombe State. And with that report, we've come to the end of the news. But before I go, I'll look at some of the stories that made headline. We brought to you a report that thousands of residents from Akko local government area in Gombe State today visited the government house in a show of solidarity with Governor Muhammadu Ino Yahya, commending his developmental achievement across the area. Led by the council chairman Mohammed Nladi Adamu, the delegation praised the administration's impact on infrastructure and social development while reaffirming their loyalty to the governor. It also reported that the Gombe State Committee on Food and Nutrition, in collaboration with local government committees and with support from UNICEF, has commenced a 3-day review, harmonization and action planning committee meeting in Gombe. And finally, the meeting taking place at the Limana Event Center is aimed at addressing outgoing food and nutrition challenges across the state, particularly the persistent issue of malnutrition amongst women and children. And that's the much on the news. Thank you for being there, and a good night from me.